The end of your first ever season as a promoter in Speedway, and it's been quite a good one. I'm sure you've enjoyed it.
I've enjoyed every single minute of it, even these sort of ups and downs, but it's been very enjoyable indeed.
You came in obviously with a fair bit of knowledge of sport. You had connections with other sporting activities. You obviously didn't know a great lot about Speedway, though. Have you had your eyes open quite a bit?
It's been an experience, and it's certainly been an education. It's more than your average sport. It's far more exciting than the majority of sports. In fact, I'd seriously say it's the most exciting sport that I've ever been involved with. And the more that you get to know it, the more interesting it becomes.
It's been a reasonably successful season too for the Federation Bandits. I think perhaps you had high hopes of winning one of the major trophies. Has that been a disappointment?
Well, plainly, it's been a disappointment that we haven't won something other than the sort of Spring Classic and Autumn Trophy. Losing the Knockout Cup was the big disappointment when we got very close to beating Poole here. But having said that, good luck to Poole for going on to win it and winning it by a very large margin. And I think that was really, we can give a pat on the back to our guys that they got beaten by the eventual winners. In terms of the league, I think our injuries really robbed us of the chance of winning the league, more so than the other top clubs. And not that that's an excuse, but it's just really a fact of life.
Obviously the conference will be coming up shortly. Do you see yourself going over this year?
Oh yes, I've been booked on for some time now. I've got, so far at the various meetings, the promoters meetings that we've had, I've just sat back and listened to what people have got to say. At the conference, I've made copious notes of various other meetings, and I intend having my two pennyworth at that, because there are many changes, I believe, that will benefit Speedway, both from the point of view of the public and the point of view of the riders, and the point of view of the promoters. So I think I'll be calling for some changes for the better, really, in my view, for the better anyway, and hoping that the fellow promoters actually agree with me over various things that we've got planned.
Just putting you on the spot a little bit, obviously you'll be looking to go for both the championship and the cup next year. Depending on the points average, do you see yourself going for another big name rider at the top end of the team?
It would be nice to think that we could attract a big name rider at the top end. One of the things that I've seen noticed this year definitely is that we've sort of lacked consistency home and away. Really, to win the league, we need to be good on. We need to have a rider who's very good on away tracks as well as being very good here. Someone that we can rely on to get the sort of 13, 14 points on away tracks. And it's certainly in my thoughts and potential plans for doing that. But as you know, you can have all sorts of potential plans which can be thwarted if we can't get the right person, or if he doesn't want to come here, or if he's not available. So we'll just have to wait and see. But a lot of it really depends on the promoters' conference. If they bring the points limit down to something very silly, then plainly we've got to really look at all teams in terms of how they're going to be structured for the 1991 season.
And you've got plans for the stadium itself too, haven't you?
Oh yes, the stadium has got will have quite a few alterations during the winter, mostly around the social club area. I intend making this a two-tier social club with changing rooms and tea rooms underneath, and the bar facility, and maybe an improved restaurant and sponsors facilities above that. It's one of the best views, as you'll know, Dennis, is looking down from the referee's box at this place, and I think we should give a lot of people the benefit of actually having that view on Speedway. A, you see an awful lot more of what's going on, and B, you get a real feel for the meeting from there. Probably the second best place after the centre green.
Okay, Terry, thanks very much. It's a long winter, but we'll be having some social nights, no doubt. We'll be keeping in touch with all the fans, and look forward to seeing you again at the start of next season. Thank you for saving Berwick Speedway as you did in January.
Thanks, Dennis. Well, at the moment it's still a good idea. Let's all keep our fingers crossed, and I'm sure we're going to be here for many, many more years to come.
I think we'll all echo that. Thanks, Terry.